Good day. My name still remains Oyedele Adewale Olamide, aka Freaky Fresh. Today, I'll be discussing the mystery of life, how to unlock purpose, and how to grow together financially, mentally, and spiritually. I'm going to be discussing one of the things that affect us all, which is money. I'm not going to be discussing how to get it, but I'm going to be discussing how to what? To sustain it and how to grow it and use it what? Wisely. One of the principles of life is you need to spend less than your what? Your income. Most of us in this life is that what? We spend more than our income. The first principle is you have to spend less than your income, as I said. So most people, they always spend than their what? Than their income, and this always affects them when it has gotten to the what? To the middle of the month or later on. You need to what? Calculate what you want to spend, and you need to make sure that what you want to spend shouldn't exceed what you get. Another principle of life is that what? You need to pay yourself first. Most people just get this money, they start planning, and they don't always what? Pay themselves first. If you are a Nigerian, if you earn, for instance, in a month you earn 10,000 naira, you need to at least 1,000 naira, you need to use that on yourself. You need to pay yourself first. Or you save, let me say if you're a foreigner, you save like even at least $10. Most people, they don't pay themselves first. Another one is you need to avoid bad debt. What do I mean by bad debt? Many consumers borrow money before they get their salaries, or let me say many people, they borrow money before what? Getting their salary. While some people, they go on purchasing phone of what? High grade. Getting phone, maybe you are earning 50,000 monthly and you are getting phone of 400,000 naira. That is a bad debt. Paying it by easy buy. And you know, that 50,000 naira you have to spend for yourself. You have to cater for other things. And at the same time, you are still paying back for the easy buy. So you need to avoid borrowing money. You need to avoid what? Borrowing things that is going to put you into a bad debt. Another principle is what? Budget and what? Track your spending. You need to what? Plan your spending. Now, for instance, if you are earning up to 50,000 naira, you need to plan on that 50,000 naira, and you need to what? Monitor the spending of what? Of that that budget that you have planned. Some people will say, okay, I've budgeted that I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to get that, and along the line, something is going to deviate them to the point of what? Something is going to deviate them from what they have budgeted on. So that should not be. You should always what? Budget and what? Track your spending, how you spend this money. Another principle is what? You build multiple stream of income. Most of these rich men that we see today, they have what we call side hustle. Some people are into what? Banking, but they also have other business like cryptocurrencies, or they have other things they do along the line, or digital product, or some things they sell online. While some people have physical what? Properties they are into. You have to what? Build multiple stream of income. Some people as a banker, they still have car wash. They refer their friends to this car wash. Some people as a banker, they still have what? Where they sell gadget accessory like phones, like laptops and all of that. So you have to have multiple sources of income, like 2 to 3, so that you wouldn't what? You wouldn't just remain broke or continue working. The sixth principle of money is that what? Invest early and consistency. Don't say until you get millions before you start investing. You can start investing from 10,000, 20,000 or 30,000 naira, and along the line, this investment is going to pay you, and this investment is going to grow as you what? Invest early and what? You continue invest consistently. Some people have bought share in the bank, and these shares after 10 years, they would have what? Gotten multiple of what? Interest on that share. The seventh principle is that what? Save for emergencies. There are some people that are just living their life the way it comes. When they get their salary, after their salary, there's nothing else. Or there are some people that are working in factories, or they are working, let me say, self-employed. They do not save for emergency, and this is not supposed to be. At least as a being, as somebody working maybe independently, self-employed, or you have been employed by somebody or a businessman, you need to save for emergency. Are we together? When you save for emergency, this emergency should be able to cover 3 to 6 months for you, because there are some times that you might need some money emergency and you wouldn't know how to get it. So this money is going to save you. The money you've saved is later going to save you. Another principle is what? Understanding compound interest. Most people, they do not understand compound interest, in the sense that whenever they invest into a business with 10,000 naira, and this business brings or yields or the interest on that business brings let me say 5,000 naira. The next thing they do is they remove the 5,000 naira, they invest the 10,000 naira again. That 5,000 naira interest, they start spending it, going to clubs and all of that. No, it's not supposed to be. What is supposed to be is once you invest in the business with 10,000 and you earn up to 15,000, you have to reinvest that 15,000 to give you maybe 21,000 or more than. And from that 21,000, when you invest, you get 30 something, from 30 something, you get 40 something, from 40, you get 60, 70 till 100. That is compound interest. And that is one of the principles of one of the 20th century scholar, Albert Einstein, which says that what? It is the eighth wonder of the world when your money makes you more money and that money makes even more. That is compound interest. Now, the ninth principle is give generously and wisely. You shouldn't give because you see other people giving, because you don't know their source of income, you don't know their worth. So you give generously and you give wisely, because giving has to what? Has to be with what? Generosity, and at the same time, giving can also what? Pave ways for you. You give based on religion, you give based on what? Charitable person that you might be, or a philanthropist, but you give wisely so that it wouldn't affect you or your business. Now, the 10th principle is what? Educate yourself financially. You shouldn't just say, okay, I have this, I have that, but are you educating yourself financially in the sense that are you watching a movie that has to do with what? How to what? Spend money judiciously, how to earn more money? Are you reading books about cryptocurrencies? Are you taking your time to learn more about money? So this 10th principle is going to change, is not going to change your bank account rather, but they will change your mindset, your habit, and your future. So you need to start applying them one by one or one after the other. And remember, wealth isn't about luck. It is about wisdom and consistency. So if this video helps you, you have to what? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a thumb up, and what? Click on the notification. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a post when next I post. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. My name still remains Oyedele Adewale Olamide, aka Freaky Fresh. Thank you once more.